Etching, of course, this husky, shallow husky, lone white fang. Whatever. You already know me. Furry for life. This little video is pretty much the beginning stage. I'll get to the etching part in a while. When I have a chance, it won't be for a while. But these are items you're gonna need. One item you don't particularly need, but they're jerry-rigged by me. Makes it easier than what they give us for doing these. Etch boards. This one's the white board. If you etch into it, it doesn't have any black backing or anything like that. Bought it originally for thinking it was a black backing, but it's not. So for white boards, if you're not gonna get too much into it and spend enough money to get the setup to make this top part black, well, then you're gonna have to buy all that stuff. I didn't, so I got the black graphite paper, which is this one. And this one's the white one, which goes for the blackboards. So what you're gonna need is, of course, the pens that they give you, or scratcher or etcher or whatever. This is my homemade one. Just one of those little stylus points. The ones that have the little balls on the end. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's meant for tracing things on here with this. However, I just ground this off to a fine point, so you can get little minor details and that stuff in set up when you do the actual scratching. But what you're gonna need is, of course, your scratching pen, the knife, or whatever you want to call it, some tape, scissors, because if you get the small ones, these are $8, which I believe they're 5x7s. I'm not too sure. I already took off the wrapping, and I'm not going to go searching through trash. You're also going to need your graphite paper, which, like I said, this is the black one. It does black instead of white like the white. And of course, you're going to need the tape, the graphite paper, of course the etch board, because that's your main important thing. The image you're going to do, just the image that I did on a different board, which I already talked about on computer already. And of course the knife as is. Knife, scissors, tape. Pretty much that's it for that part. I don't have a picture to put on here yet. I'm going to be working probably on Jesse on this one. Maybe probably work on his etch that I told him how to do. These things come in about a pack of 5. Depending on the size that you get, you're gonna, with these ones, you're gonna be able to get 2 out of 1. So you'll get 5, so you'll get about 10 if you get 10 of these. These aren't that cheap, but hey, it's worth it for doing art, I guess. Obviously, you're gonna cut to size. I tend to like to go a little over and have extra on the sides. For me, anyways. Yeah. I am a little bit of a perfectionist, that's why I made those pens. So I was tired about the knife that came with it, and I already trashed that, so I can't show you that. Obviously, you can save these. These are good. These are obviously able to be used for other ones. Other drawings. Woo! I'm not too sure about this one, but if you're not sure, you can use the sides that you'll probably not use. Go with this. Just go with your nail. There it is. See a little mark. I don't think you can see it, but maybe a little black line. Then what you're gonna do, and always remember, shiny side is the side that transfers. And as you put your board on it, where shiny side is on the side you're gonna be etching. It's just to let you know, you cannot, when you mess up on these, you cannot go back and fix it unless you have that tool to do it, but that thing is expensive. Well, especially where I'm at. The only store we have here is Hobby Lobby, and they're in our capital of our city, and they're expensive as shit. Yes, I do cuss a lot, so gotta not mind me on these things. Tape, obviously. I tend to tape sides a lot. It works a lot better because you don't want this thing moving in the back when you're doing the transfer. And get to your end, pull it tight. It's taut. These graphite paper I've used twice before, but not recommended because sometimes it does not mark because you took out too much of the graphite from it. Side to side, and on the sides again. It comes out like that. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to this, but not too bad. Not like, oh crap, I messed up, I gotta start again. I like to leave a little imperfections because then I know it was me that did it. But everyone else is different. If you're a perfectionist, it's gonna be a hard one to do. Really, it is. So like I said, once you mess up, can't go back. Can't go back and change it. You can paint these. They have special inks or dyes or whatever you want to call it, specifically for these that dry with the clay. Because these are clay boards, that's what they're called. Not scratch boards. I call them scratch boards, but they're clay boards. There you go. Graphite paper's on. It's taped on the back. It's nice, even with all the sides, whatever. Then obviously you're gonna get your image, do the same thing. Put your picture exactly on it how you want it, and fold in the backing like I did on this one. You can see it with these. Etch, there you can see my tape. You're gonna need the tape throughout the whole process of getting it from the graphite paper on it to this. And you can see this graphite paper here, I left it on, and there's regular paper that has the picture on it. And this is the picture. You're also gonna need a fine point pen. This one is just a pen that was randomly tossed on my thing. You always want to try and use a separate color, and the color it's your backing. So if you can see, as soon as I can grab it, this part right here is black. And I use a black pen, and you can't really tell what you did, what you marked, how it's done. But I did do it. I know I did, because I took it off and see it. So, like I said, you cannot screw up on these or else you'll screw up the whole picture. So after you put the picture on here, I'll do that later on when I get the printout for Jesse. It's like this. After you get the picture on it and you do your tracing, here's the pen I used. Preferably you want to get a 0.5 pen. I just used the ballpoint pen that my mom had, which this is a 0.7. Not the best pen, but works. Because if you're going to do intricate details like this, fine point pen works a lot better. If you can tell right here, I'm going to have to fix it up a little. I can fix up a little bit. Once you do this quite a few times, and you mess up a few times, you learn little tricks to how to fix your little mistakes. Crap, it's almost time for me to leave to go work again. But here it is. This is a finished product after you get the graphite and you transfer it onto it. So transferred. I haven't etched it, but I'll do the etching part later on and record this part and show you this, and I'll talk throughout the whole damn party thing. So, hate me, love me, whatever the fuck you want to do. And yes, I'm sorry for all the foul language, but this is a mature audience, I guess. Well, you should be anyways. If you're on my friends list anyways, you have to be mature. Or not, whatever, I don't care. But I like all furries. I only do furry art. But like I said, I take no credit for any of my fucking art, because I suck at art. I have no artistic skills whatsoever. Tracing. Oh, I can show you what happened. Little mistake. Like I said, you can't fix it. See, I accidentally nailed here earlier. I was holding it. Chipped off a piece of that little black. Can't fix it. You can use a Sharpie, but it's not gonna look good at all. I know, I've tried it before. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get back to work on getting a printout for Jesse that I can transfer onto this board. I did the graphite paper for you guys to see what's going on. I got this from Hobby Lobby. These are fucking A. Whatever. They're styluses. The only problem with these, they tend to fall apart. Spent $5 on these and the freaking tips come off. Annoying as hell, but easily fixed with super glue. Came with 3. I went down to my little tool shed. Used our grinder, which I have this one at I'm gonna say a 0.3 or a 0.4 tip, which I think get into the little minute details, a little scratching. So another one that's at the same size as this one, but just a little thinner, well, smaller. And of course I have my R1s, just the 0.5 style. No, this one's 0.5. And this one's another 0.3. I like the smaller points. I still have yet to do this one. I left it alone for I can do the video. So as you can see, it's a little rounded on that side. Same thing on this side. Just not scratch. So, till you get that, these work out very better than the knife that they give you. Well, it's not a knife, but it's like one of these. Except it's a flat piece right here. Flat piece at the end. Where you see the tip. It's a flat piece and it's like a little blade. It does not do minor details. Does not do thin lines. I like thin lines because it comes out more better. You can do a little more detail. You can do more intricate designs such as this one that I'm already working on. And I'll show you the etching part in a second. But I guess I can do this in about 5 minutes. I can do a certain part of this. I'm going to do the little butterfly right here. It's on the corner. I don't know if you can really tell too much. This stuff does rub off. Well, it gets smeared. So you want to try and keep your hands away from screwing up the air part. And in time it wears off too. It's just graphite. There's another one. Show you how I do my grinding of these with a grinder. I grind them certain ways that it does different. I can do different things. This one does deeper penetration. I should think before I say, right? See that little mistake right there? I went up a little too far. I was able to fix it because, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. Again, this is not my art. All the credit goes to the actual artist that drew it. And I do apologize for using his art without permission. Just there it is. See how I brought it out just a hair more than this stuff. If you can tell on this side, you can see where my hand went earlier. A little mess up, but like I said, it's graphite. You can rub out some of it, not all. See, if you do that, I just got all the graphite onto my finger, and there's the image. Of course, I'm gonna record probably doing most of this thing. Probably gonna do this section here on the camera, or whatever you want to call it, webcam. Or I might just do Jesse's because it's a little more, it won't take as much time as this one. This one's gonna take a few days. So it takes about 2-3 hours for intricate designs. Simple line art without the backgrounds and without so many characters can take about half an hour to an hour, depending on the day, the time, and how I feel. If I want to be super aggressive in getting details like completely fully done, it can take me a few hours, or it can take me 20 minutes. But I've gone faster at it. My first one they did was not that bad of an intricate design at all. It's pretty much line art, really quick. It was supposed to be simple for me to learn, but I fucked up. I had to redo it twice. On my second try anyways, it actually came out looking decent. On just the graphite part. Then when I did the etching, I screwed up on the second one with the actual etching. So I was using the blade they gave me. But in the end, it actually looked good, but it took me about 3 days to do it. And if you're not including the days I had to get pissed off about messing up so many times, it took me about 3-4 hours to do it. But that's because, like I said, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and when it came to that, I was like trying to fix it, make it nice, make it pretty, make it exactly even. You can't make everything even on these. Not at all. Well, in my opinion, I've been trying everything to try and get that is 100% exact. Does not work. So I'll see you all for later. Furry for life, and have some fun. And trick or treat, happy holidays, happy birthday, whatever the hell you have today or not. But have fun. And keep your paws to yourself. Do not touch my ass. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Hopefully I can get enough money soon to get more etches, and enough for a suit, enough for a helmet, well, mask, and have some fun. Try and get suiting. Soon, now off to my security job at the high school.